Hi everyone, welcome to Mala's Verse. Welcome if you're new here, welcome if you have been here before. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. So today's reading is a special one because it's a collaboration with the amazing Blossom at Blossom Divine Fine Wine. Her channel is absolutely amazing. I mean, I was blown away with the accuracy of her readings, and it's in such a gentle and soft way that she, relays the message and helps you go through whatever information is coming through, because sometimes of course that information is not very um, sweet and could be salty. But she is very kind in her delivering of the message, and I so admire that. So the topic that we are working on together is she's going to bring in messages from the trees, from the earth, and I'm bringing in messages from the wind, the air element. And we have three piles to choose from. The first one is inventor. The second pile is dreamer. And the third pile is angel. Take a few deep breaths, breathing out through your mouth. And letting your awareness guide you to whichever pile you're drawn to. You are more than welcome to choose one or more piles, and I will see you in your reading. So pile number one, if you choose the inventor, this is your reading. So these cards here represent what the messages are coming through from the wind or the air element. Please excuse the noises as there's a lot of construction going on here in the neighborhood. Anyway, moving on to your reading, the strong zodiac signs here are Pisces and Aquarius and Sagittarius. It's interesting that we literally had a season, and we are in Aquarius season, and these are some of the recent zodiacs. So some of you must have had your birthdays recently. I wonder if you were drawn to pile number two as well, so maybe you have some messages there. Anyway, with the inventor card, what I am receiving is that your current energy is more about you are like hyper fixated on creating a solution for your current situation. And with the page of pentacles, nine of swords, I do perceive this is more about career, finances, your targets within career. And I wonder if there are demons that you are fighting in your head. Oh, well, why am I showing it here? Sorry. You know, these people here, the ghosts in your mind, this could be the ghosts of, past, the ghosts of past, and your fear of failure, your fear of being judged by those from the past, that's consuming your mind. And most likely, I do perceive that there is a lack of quality rest for this pile with the nine of swords here. And you are, it's like you're tired yet you have not given up, and you may be overextending is the word, but it's not like you're overextending yourself to anybody else, but more so like overextending yourself to your career targets rather than taking some rest right now. You are analyzing how to mint money or create finances with the mastery that you have had, with the skills that you have learned recently, or learned about the skills that you have naturally in your being, right? Because this is the earth energy, page of pentacles, so it's something that you must have been born with, some gifts that you have been born with, and you are learning how to monetize this, or you're just figuring out what will it take for it to monetize. And with the inventor energy, you are bringing up solutions, you are inventing things or inventing strategies for you to actualize this for yourself. But the thing is, the air element with the nine of swords here is telling us, or the wind is letting you know, that there is a strong requirement for you to check in do a check in with yourself, and especially a strong requirement for you to bring balance between two things. And this, with the Sagittarius or Temperance card here, sorry, seems like there is a strong push from the universe for you to sit down and, temper or balance the energies between ambitions and actions. And this is not about your capacity, this is about learning what strengths you have, and not being, I feel like you're pressurizing yourself a lot. And that's why the message is coming through. Are your actions, are you taking action so ardently and so almost like a furious, rage filled energy as to why things have not actualized as disappointment? And it could be because, there's this late bloomer energy within you, or you have experienced that as well, or things come late to you. That could be one factor. I'm not saying that that's true for everybody, but that energy seems to be true here. Or this could be that you have tried multiple things or solutions, but it's just not working out. You're not able to see that finance come through. So, with ambition and actions to be balanced, what I'm receiving is that have you been, overly ambitious in the sense that have you been putting too much, first of all, clear as day, the message is that have you been putting a lot of expectations on yourself, and more than that, are you trying to glorify certain ambitions, certain targets, or the kind of product or people or the job that you want to take? Are you glorifying that because of the influence it has had on people, or the influence it generally has on people, or how people view it? Or are you looking at your targets as to genuinely what you want to do? And there is this, I do know that that's a message that most of us don't like to hear, but there is that push from the universe to really sit down and analyze this and humble yourself. It's not humbling your goals, it's more so humbling yourself with the fact that everything starts from the beginning, from the roots. So are you, underestimating the value of the resources and the wealth of knowledge you may have within? Are you underestimating going to a certain place, or are you underestimating the roots from where you come, or from where people actually begin? So, that kind of self reflection is required with ambitions and actions. That's what I said. Like, it's not that these things are misplaced, it's more so like it's coming from a space of, is it brand or glorified enough or glorious enough for people to appreciate, which is what is causing this Nine of Swords. Because the usual representation of Nine of Swords literally has Nine of Swords, and of course this skeletal or skull face has nine, swords as a crown here. But there's so much of, people influencing or coming up in your dreams. So you maybe are dreaming of past situations where you felt embarrassed, and you must be frustrated as to why this is coming up, because it's there in your subconscious. That's what's coming up. We have the Hanged Man, which is Piscean energy. It's subconscious energy, dream energy. So in your dreams also, you might be facing situations or looking at certain people succeeding and you yourself not succeeding, or if you tried something which is something, that has to be presented publicly, your results were not as what you wanted, or you did not do well. That kind of an energy is coming through. Probably that's what you are experiencing in the dream state. So people laughing at you, etc., etc. And that's what, like, how the reason is not uh, that the goal that you have is unachievable. It's more so about where is that intention coming from where you want to achieve, like the root of the intention of why do you have this target. Because is it fun for you? And if it's fun for you, would you even mind doing it, or starting from the basics, beginning again? Most of us wouldn't, and it actually does make sense, because the tree doesn't grow into a tree on the first day itself. The seed has to be planted, it has to be nurtured, it has to be pruned, nourished. The roots that are not doing well have to be removed, right? So in that sense, are you overburdening yourself with expectations and working too hard, rather than taking a step back, relaxing, and almost with the star card, because that's the energy coming through, as an advice. So, which is interesting because star is ruled by Aquarius, and that's a wind air element. So how does it get any better than that? And that's what, maybe that's the point. You are being asked to do healing of your mind state around this specific wound, probably. Maybe receiving Reiki around this, or receiving some sort of energy healing could help. If that's not the case, like if you're not interested in alternative healing methods, certainly meditation is going to help magnificently. The colors here represent more psychic, healing activities. Even if that is not the case, that basically even if that's not a solution you want to look into, there's a strong push to go outside in nature, and certainly around water bodies if that's possible, or you can take salt water baths. And even having more of an alkaline diet, or a diet that's rich in electrolytes in some way, shape, or form. Of course, you know the best about your body, so only take what is possible for you. And even if that's not, you cannot do it, that's totally fine. The energy is more so about eating food or consuming even thoughts that are lighter, that are cleansing, rather than that add on to the weightage that you're already carrying in your mind. So that is the message coming through from the wind to you, pile number one. It's time to really relax and unwind. And from that point of relaxation, look at the goals that you are creating, because the moment you shift and tweak the energies in those aspects and recognize what is it that you truly want, and where is it that you are restricting yourself because of any norms at all, because this is more like people's energy affecting your state of mind, your goals, your targets, your dreams. So removing that and releasing that energy in any way, shape, or form that you can, or just simply asking yourself this question: if nothing existed before this moment, if no past existed, if nobody's opinion existed, what would you choose? Right? Asking questions like that. Now I'm going to pull a few cards from this deck that I have made. It has journal prompts or thought prompts for you to think about. I did not even, I mean, alkaline diet, more electrolytes. I'm just shuffling, right? Anyway, I'm going to pull a few cards here which can help you. Which, I mean, it could be, like I said, journal or thought prompts. You can sit with these thoughts or questions and see what shows up for you. We have energy work, healing, frequency music. So you can listen to maybe frequency music about the crown chakra or the upper chakras to clear your mind, and of definitely grounding your energy. So I believe the message coming through from Blossom's reading would be very helpful here, as she's channeling the tree or the earth energy. Wonderful. This is an artwork, I think. Oh, um, yeah. So this says, is this choice working for you? Is it kind to you? Something to think about. And we have, is the voice in your head yours? Observe your inner dialogue, which fits perfectly with the Nine of Swords here. So give me a moment, because this is the first time I'm reading this card. Yeah, that's where my awareness is going. There is this very aggressive need to be jewel or glorify your success, and there's nothing wrong or right about it. The point is that you're overburdening yourself with those kind of expectations, and it's mostly not even yours. Like that way of thinking is not even yours. So it is, just reiterating that message that you need to take time out and look at what is it that rings true to you, what makes your heart sing, what is it that makes you jump with joy. And even if it's not jump with joy, but what is it that relaxes your body, it makes you feel so relaxed and at ease. For example, when you have that best sleep ever, because I was remembering mine, where your body feels relaxed, you wake up like, oh wow, like your head is cool, it's kind, your it feels like the energy is kind around you, that relaxation. So what kind of activities bring in or invite that energy more into your life, because that's very important for you to do right now. Centering your heart energy to and bringing it to the ground, to the physical reality, is very important for this pile. So pile number one, that is all that I have for you. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do check out Blossom's side of the reading. She's channeling messages from the tree, from the earth realm. I hope that that also resonates with you. She is a phenomenal reader. And do share your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye. Hi, pile number two. If you chose the Dreamer card, this is your reading. These cards here represent what the message is coming through from the wind, from the air element. So I was doing this. It did not capture earlier. Anyway, um, with this card, the first thing that comes to mind is Thoth, and he's like a scribe in the Egyptian mythology, someone who is well versed with moon, science, magic, writing, and so on and so forth. Extremely spiritual. So extremely spiritual and energy basically, and that's what I am perceiving, that people who have chosen this pile are highly spiritual in their nature. Or I mean, some of you must be practicing spirituality quite dedicatedly and in a determined fashion. Some of you must be practicing magic as well. And with the writing thing does come up quite strongly. So writing could be something that is of interest to many people who have chosen this pile, or it very well could be your career as well. Now, moving on to the dreamer energy, also as your current energy, I wonder if you are receiving a lot of prophetic dreams, or if you generally receive a lot of prophetic dreams. Because I do, that was the first thing actually that came to my mind. And there's a very strong loyalty kind of energy. Loyalty, wow, I wanted to say royalty. So some of you must have had past lives in, royal households or something like that, because that's quite strongly coming up. And anyway, with this spiritual energy, you could have been a you know spiritual advisor, or someone who gave esoteric occult based advice to the royals. So anyway, when we look at the messages that are coming through from the air element, the interesting bit is I perceive that you are hyper focused on your targets, and especially creating financial freedom for yourself, or financial independence. As so it could be financial freedom for those who are in the later years of their life, and you could be very well be in your early year as well, or the mid 20s or mid 30s, I wonder, because you seem to be very skilled clearly with the Eight of Pentacles here. And with the Knight of Pentacles, you're moving about this quite calculatively, very thoroughly, and you might feel exhausted and tired. And that's what, I feel like you have opportunities that will open up your creative side more, your intuitive side more, because I wonder if you consider yourself to be way too logical or way too practical, or if you're even trying to be more practical and not embracing your creative, your emotional side. Because I feel like anyone who's trying to be um I'm not saying that you're denying or being rude to anyone who sorry, everyone who comes your way, but what I'm receiving is that some people might have fun and just lighthearted energy towards you, and they want to enjoy that time with you. And I perceive that you might be putting your foot down, and I'm like, I cannot waste my time This is a very sacred path for me right now, and I'm dedicated to my goal. I am dedicated to what is required to be done. I cannot move sideways or deter from my pathway right now. So stop sending me messages. So stop sending me invites. That's the kind of energy I am getting. So maybe you are preparing for an exam, or you're preparing for a very crucial project at your workplace. Sorry. But with the Knight of Cups as an advice, it's like this, literally the word that came through is spirit is letting you know, let loose and be open to people's offerings, especially offerings that are for you to experience more of your creative side, because you're literally the dreamer. You are actually someone who is very creative in their thinking and very creative in their energy field in itself. But the steps that you are taking right now seem to be way too logical, way too analytical, and kudos to you for that, for sure, for being so thorough, for being so detail oriented. But you need to loosen your belt, loosen your grip, and let that creative energy flow with ease within you, for you to receive what you have been waiting for you to receive the results that you have been waiting for. We literally have the tower. So you know Nine of Pentacles, which is right after the Eight of Pentacles, and with the Tower card, it's not that I receive that this has actually happened, or something has gone awry, something has destructed or completely gone to shit basically, and you're starting again. And with the Three of Wands, the way you are waiting for the results, the wind here, spirit here is telling you, please enjoy life. You are becoming a workaholic, but this you're here to live life. You're here to breathe in the fresh air, to smell the flowers on your way, to experience the rush that comes into your body the way, the minute sun hits your skin. You are here to experience this planet viscerally, vividly. So give yourself the opportunity to do that. Don't always be on the defense with any opportunity or invitation coming your way. Analyze it for sure. There's no issues about it, but give yourself the permission to relax. Let your hair down. Pile number two, that is the message that's coming through. It's so interesting that yours is a very sharp, quick message, to be honest, because I am now going to just pull a few cards from this deck, and let's see what comes through. So this deck has journal prompts or thought prompts that can help you, or something that you can chew on or think about. That's too many. Your heart needs to open up more, and that's why this creative opportunity or some fun activity or an opportunity like that must be coming up. It's okay, you can do it within your boundaries. You can set a time for yourself when you go, and when you have to come back, or whatever amount of time you have for this particular situation, social situation more so, or creative activity even. But give yourself the time to experience this, because I feel like this is a much needed, for the lack of a better word, vitamin that you are deficient in right now, and that is the vitamin that's coming through. So take all of this energetically. I'm not talking about vitamins here, but that's the energy that's required. The energy that is deficient right now in your strategy is that of the creative mind, the dream mind that you have. So let's see what's a journal prompt or thought prompt that you can look at, or just some quotes, I wonder. So, wow. Is it judgment or is it awareness? It does make sense with the Seven of Wands here. And okay, so we have that. And we have check with your body. Does it feel light or heavy? Yeah. Keep it under wraps for now, incubate. So any targets that you have, this does give an indication that maybe don't talk about it as such with anyone, or don't discuss the plan as such. Just work on it. Check with your body, does it feel light or heavy? So you can, ask this question: does it feel light or heavy to go to this place, to accept this invitation and visit that place or not? That could be one thing. But with, is it judgment or is it awareness? Are you judging people coming to you and offering you things, or are you truly, responding with awareness? That's something to think about. And with this card here, give me a moment, as these are some additional cards I added towards the end, no, recently actually. So this is clearly, bringing my focus to, are you afraid of your own shadows, is what I'm receiving. Like, are you stopping yourself from experiencing certain things in life because you think your shadow will show up and it will not be a pretty scene? you know Maybe it is anger, maybe it is a desire of yours that you are, subsiding because it doesn't go with the persona here that you are creating for yourself, or that you are truly. And but you have this set definition or limitation about what that persona should look like, and so you are not giving yourself the permission to, experience the wholeness of that person that you are becoming, because you fear that when you indulge in such choices or activities, it's going to just basically create the tower moment. It's going to break stuff down and it's going to destroy things. No. And even if it does, you have literally the mastery, the skill set, the connection with source, with your intuition, with God, that you can guide yourself through it. So give yourself the permission to do that. Pile number two, I wonder if you're letting your fears of things breaking down get the better of you, and not letting you experience the I don't know why the word pizzazz is coming, but that spicy, fun, sassy energy that life has. I wonder if you are, subduing that in some way, shape, or form. Subdue or subsiding that. Sorry, subsiding that. Maybe subdue is the right word. I have to check. But maybe that is the thing, you're not letting yourself make any mistakes. So for your mistakes to not appear at all, you are defending yourself and against any invitation coming your way, because if the invitation or the situation in itself doesn't happen, I will not make any mistakes and I can move perfectly. But that's slowing you down. You have to be willing to take risks, and especially risks, this is not like risks of finances or anything, with more so testing your intelligence, your emotional resilience. That is what is coming up for pile number two. You may be in your comfort zone basically with this. So, pile number two, that is all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Do make sure that you check out Blossom's side of the reading, which is the earth element. She's bringing in messages from the tree. I hope that this was helpful to you in some way, shape, or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye. Hello, pile number three. If you choose the angel card, this is your reading. So, first off, I do feel like this pile is quite it's very creative in the sense that you are drawn to a lot of aesthetic things, especially. I was getting the colors sepia, or that filter sepia or sepia. So, you must be interested in vintage things a lot, or, not 50s 60s, but even like 1900s or 1910s, that era. Or you might be having some antiques from your grandparents or something like that. That was coming quite strongly, so I wanted to share that specific thing. But the cards here anyway are representing what are the messages coming through from the wind. And the angel card here is representing your current energy. And the first thing that was coming through is a lot of angels are around you, or your guardian angel is certainly around you, because you fought a battle long and hard, is what I'm receiving. And we have the world card here. So it does seem like you are on the finishing line, or you have certainly completed a big cycle right now. And there's a big learning that has happened, I perceive. So this could be something that has transpired over a few years, or maybe the last year, but I do perceive this to be a transformation or a journey that you have been on for certain years. And rewiring your brain and rewiring your mind, your vision on life, and certain things about what you actually like, what is it that drives you. There's a lot of clarity about that also coming in. You have shed your skin, and it's a renewal that is happening. So with the angel card also, you must have been drawn to angels and spirit guides, your ancestors, and I do perceive that a lot of you did, connect with them to help you through this phase, to help you be, at ease, and receive guidance from them for every move that you were making. With the Knight of Wands, this is, for this pile, it's more like an encouraging message more than anything else. With the Knight of Wands and the way the horse is here, it's like I feel like he's about to bleed or is so exhausted and tired. Although I don't perceive the energy is to stop, but it is more so that you are being guided to, have fun through this process now that you're moving forward in the direction that you are moving forward in, because that's what the wind wants to tell you with the Ace of Swords here. If you had any doubts that you were not on the right path, don't doubt that you are clearly on the right path with the Ace of Wands. Wow, I emphasized that quite a lot, didn't I? And I'm looking at the clock, it is 12:12. So, how does it get any better than that? Maybe you can look at that angel number 12:12, and it could have some guidance for you. Pile number 3, also 12 adds up to 3. So wow. And 21 adds up to a 3 as well. So many synchronicities. So that's what, you must be connected to the angels, to the spirit realm, and you could have been looking at a lot of signs. And I do perceive that they have been working with you through this cycle, through this journey that you have had from the Fool to the World. And I certainly believe that you've left behind a lot of things. Pile number 3, really, I mean, really significant, important things that you build over the years, but you knew they were not actually nourishing you or giving to you, but only sucking away your energy. So you took that bold step many times through this journey to leave that behind. And you have been able to do so because of your valor, because of your courage, because of your determination. The only thing moving forward, I hope that was not audible. I'm a little hungry, but anyway, so the only thing with the Knight of Swords, but Knight of Wands is that there is no energy as such for you to stop, like I was mentioning, but more so to be mindful if you are having quality rest and also having fun along the process. Because with the 5 of Wands, it is clear that you are aware that there is competition, and this journey that you have had has made you more resilient to competition. And I'm also getting that enjoy the competition. What if these are the circumstances which lead you to be more creative and look at your own strengths, your own capacity to meander and maneuver through challenges, because it's 5 of Wands. This is not 5 of Swords. It's not a malicious energy. So maybe there are distractions around you which are minor but are irritating you because you're so focused and driven, and you have that um, nitro on the way they have in Fast and Furious cars, basically, just for an analogy. But basically, you have your turbo on, you're very focused, and you're at a high speed, so you don't want even the minute or the tiniest of disturbance or distraction happening. But that's what even your angels, clearly, who are present here, or your spirit guides, or the wind, is basically letting you know that it's a okay. have some fun along the way, and enjoy the process of being in competition, because competition, when we do it from a broader perspective and we stop making the results of that competition or whatever is happening as some personal testament of who we are, or a part of our inner dialogue in a negative way, when we stop doing that and we do have fun in the competition from a broader perspective, do you not see how, we have those skits on Instagram reels or wherever, shorts even, where people are getting angry and more angry because you do not give a damn but you're enjoying. And you for example, I think there is this skit where people are, you know representing the dynamics between a sister and a brother, and the brother, sorry, so when they play fight or even fight after a short argument, and there is, they throw fists basically, so the brother is able to, defend himself against any and all attacks, and it is actually fun and funny for the brother. So that kind of an energy, you don't take it personal, you have fun with that competition. That's the energy that's being, that is coming as a guidance for you. Pile number 3, to look at competition as, it's just, so all of us silly little cute humans having fun along the way in different ways. And because there is this clear indication with the angel here and the way she's standing, that you are in the angel wings, you are protected, you are being hugged with divine unconditional love. So relax, don't be so uptight about it, uptight about the situation, because the main war that you would have been running, wow, but the main war that you had been a part of and you had been battling, that is over now. Relax and enjoy all of these certain small things, and be creative as to how to maneuver, like I said, around these challenges. And if you had any doubts about if you are on the right path or not, this is just, an ace of swords coming through from spirit and clearing up all your clutter or your doubts to let you know that you are on the right path. Don't worry about that at all. You are very much on your way, you are not off the path. So now I'm going to pull a few cards from this deck as journal prompts or thought prompts that could help you, or be, or it can be just some food for thought. Okay. Yeah, give me a moment to read that one because it says, oh, this did come up for pile number 1. Yeah. Hmm. This one we are not taking. If nothing existed prior to this moment, what would you choose? I think that's the question I had posed to pile number 1. So maybe some of you are here from pile number 1, or there could be some messages, not all, for some of you here in pile number 1. So if you're drawn to it, definitely go and check it out. So we have choose your battles wisely, tap into your awareness. Like I said, don't think or make too much of these competitive or distracting energies. Let them be, and rejoice and have fun in the achievements you've had and the challenges you have overcome. Pile number 3, because there are plenty, clearly, because we've completed a whole cycle. And like I said, it seems like a cycle that's been going on for years. And in case you were worried about your success, it literally is saying, but what if you fly? You've got this. You've got this, pile number 3. And with this card here, my attention is going to the eyes. So I wonder if you are getting quality sleep or not. And also, please increase your water intake for sure. That's coming quite strongly because we have a lot of fiery energy, but there is no water here. So, some of you need to drink a lot of water, have more water flowing through, moving through your body, and maybe a more alkaline diet as well if you are drawn to it. And of course, you know the best. So, this is not any medical advice at all. I'm not a legal advisor or a medical advisor. So, definitely check with your body, check with your doctor, whoever you need to check with, and you know the best, what is the best for your body. So, only consume in that sense what is lighter for your body, what rejuvenates your body, what is healthier for your body. And I'm also getting that if you are interested in doing certain things, maybe it's either dressing up or going to I wonder if socializing for you right now is a little funny in the way that, you might be a little coy or shy more than anything else. I don't feel resistance as an aggression, but, a little shyness, or maybe a bit of shyness in dressing up. You enjoy it and you see that you do look good, but you're not doing it because of some odd reason. So if you are up to it, if you are drawn to, dressing up and going out, please do that because that's going to really refresh your energy and get you out of this warrior mindset in like the negatives, or I the drawbacks of being a warrior. So, post warrior energy or post war energy, which is tiring, which is defensive, etc. So, dressing up and going out and looking nice, maybe that's going to reinvigorate you and make you feel happier and more relaxed and peppy about life, essentially, and not be in the defense mode. So, yeah, pile number three, that is all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Do make sure to check out Blossom's side of the reading where she's channeling the energies from the trees, from the earth realm. And I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye.